Hello. I told you that an example would be useful to prove that our share is particularly interested in selling the whole work in a short time. I'll do this because many people ask me how long the investment could last, and I often answer that it relates to the market. I have to be more precise. The main interest of our share is not selling shares, but selling quickly the whole artwork on the market. I need a couple of tables to help me to explain my statement. Let's just suppose we have two different scenarios. In the first one, the whole work is sold after 1 year, while in the second, the whole work is sold after 2 months. Let's suppose that our share offers to the collectors an artwork on sale at $1 million. Cost of the artwork in bold print at the top of the table. The artwork is divided into shares, for instance, into 10,000 shares of $100 each or 1,000 shares of $1,000 each. The figures reported on the first scenario, on the left of the table, show that after 1 year, our share sold to the collectors $700,000 shares, representing the 70%, letter A, of the artwork. And on the right, we can see that its own portion of co-property is $300,000, that is the 30%, letter B. Let's suppose that the whole work selling price on the market is $1,150,000 after 1 year. As you can see, it will be divided into two portions. On the left, one portion of $805,000, letter C, for the collectors, and on the right, $345,000, letter D, for our share. Deducted the 2.5% commission, the clients collect altogether $784,875, letter C minus A minus E, to be compared to their $700,000 spending. Our share gains its commission of $20,125, letter E, corresponding to the 2.5% on the 70% of the selling price on the market of the entire work. The net profit for the collectors, $84,875 on $700,000 invested, represents a return on assets of 12% in 1 year, as you can see at the bottom on the left side of the table. On the right side of the table, we can see that our share gains its profit too, because it has its 30% portion of co-property of the whole work, collecting $345,000, letter D, with a profit on its shares of $45,000, letters D minus B. In this first assumption, our share earns $65,125. In a second scenario, if we use the same figures, supposing instead a quick sale of the whole work, 2 months instead of 1 year, and the less percentage of the sold online shares of 20%, we can see on the right that our shares earning will be very much bigger, almost the double of the previous case. As you can see on the right, commission would be smaller, $5,750, letter E, the 2.5% on the 20% of the price of the whole work. But the earning on its portion, the 80% of the property, is $120,000, letter D minus B, because our shares cost is $800,000, letter B, with an income of $920,000 from its portion of the whole work sale, letter D. At the end, in this second assumption, our share gains $125,750 instead of the previous assumption total of $65,125. Our clients will get the same earning of 12%, but in a shorter time, with an annual return on assets of about 70%. I hope not to have bored you and to have been able to explain the interest of our share in selling quickly the whole work. Thank you very much for your attention.